In today's lesson, we're going to go over how to hit our driver more consistently, hopefully a little bit further, and getting off the tee box a little bit better each time. So there is a common thought in the golf world that, you know, it doesn't matter how far you can hit it, it's all about getting up and down, or how many shots it takes you to get into the hole, which is very true. But getting off the tee box is one of the most important things in playing better golf. So the average golfer struggles hitting a driver for a variety of reasons, whether it's hitting up on it or squaring up the club face. I honestly believe that a driver is just a magnifying glass. So if you're doing anything wrong, if you're overdrawing your irons, or if you're pull drawing your irons, this club right here is going to be just 5 times worse. So if you hit a baby fade with your irons, which a lot of people will go, you know, my irons are very dialed in, I feel good, I have like a small fade, but then when I get to my driver, it's a big slice. And it's like, well, yeah, the driver's just a magnifying glass. Whatever you do wrong or less efficient, you will do it in a bigger mindset with this club. It just magnifies all the issues that we have. So I have my tee here. This is kind of the easiest way to understand how to hit a golf ball. I have always believed if we started the game of golf like we do in baseball, which is off of a tee or waist high, and we had clubs designed like that, we would hit the ball immensely straighter right here, and then once we went to the ground, we would be able to kind of extrapolate off of that, build on that idea. So I'm set up here. One of the things that I like to show people is once you're kind of starting on a tee, you're just kind of making these swings where it's pretty much just around the body, and then this helps us understand the release. So most people try and release the club going here and then like this, and what you can see here is that's just making that club go this way to the left. If I wanted to release the club, AKA hit this ball down into the ground, I would actually have to turn my hands like this. So that would create what's called, you know, topspin or overspin. Now, it's important to note in golf, every ball spins backwards. So no matter how I hit it, I'm going to get a backspin. So a good example on that is I hit that one with what I was calling topspin, but I can still see right here this 1347 number, that's in RPMs going backwards. And the idea is we're trying to reduce that in order to hit further drives and better drives. So even though it may feel, or we might use a term saying, oh, you had a little bit of topspin on there, it's still important to understand that ball is still spinning backwards, it's just spinning backwards less. So if we're trying to learn that release, grabbing a tee like that, understanding it's not how we turn that face, it's how we're releasing that club head, is going to reduce spin and hit the ball a lot straighter. So now that we've kind of gotten out of that idea, what we're going to move into is taking that draw swing and starting to hit our driver with it. So when we're setting up, we're not too worried about the stance. We're closing our hip down. We're allowing our shoulders to be closed. We're setting up a little bit more behind the ball. So a good tip would be set that club right in the middle of your stance, keep your chest there, move your hands forward. Now I got this natural tilt. I'm allowing myself to hit a little bit more up on it, and then I'm working on that release towards the target. Okay. Now with a longer driver swing, we want to take this thing up, and we want to feel those arms accelerating down. Okay, that allows those shoulders to stay in line with the hips, and then we're going to power through that ball. So working back to that 70-30 idea, I would want to see 70% hooks in those 10 balls. So let's get one of those hooks out there. Ooh, big push. So right there's a good example. Didn't turn that club face over like I should have. So I need more of that idea. I might pull that tee out or just set up and feel it, getting those hands around. Okay, good. Setting in, club kind of in the middle, pushing forward. All right, so you can see small adjustment. I'm able to get that ball to turn over just a little bit more, allowing my hands to feel the proper release through impact as opposed to just trying to get that club face pointed to the left or swinging that club to the left. So as we're working on it, and we've got our magnifying glass here, we need to understand what are the adjustments we need to make. So that first drive I hit, big push, that means pretty much everything in the swing was set pretty well. I needed a little bit more release. We could see that my spin rate went to 1986, so I had RPMs were 1986 of backspin. If I were to hit something with 3,500, it's going to be higher in the air, and what's going to happen is it's probably going to go more offline. So understanding how to do those things and hit a driver is going to help us get off the tee more efficiently and hopefully have less club coming into the green. Thank you for watching. If you would like a lesson from me, come down to Cruces Total Golf, Las Cruces, New Mexico, 170 West Picacho. If you want an online lesson, download the Skillest app, search for TJ McMullen, and we can get started.